Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving deep into the past, uncovering 10 mind-blowing facts that will make you see history in a completely new light. We think we know the story of our world, but there are so many weird, wonderful, and downright strange details hiding just beneath the surface. From ancient civilizations to more recent times, we've dug up some incredible nuggets of information that they definitely didn't teach you in school. So, get ready to have your perspective shifted and your curiosity sparked. Let's get started with our countdown of the top 10 surprising facts about the past. Coming in at number 10. Ancient Romans used a very peculiar ingredient for toothpaste and laundry detergent. What was it, you ask? Urine. Yes, you heard that right. The ammonia in urine acted as a powerful cleaning agent. It was so valuable that there was even a tax on its collection from public urinals. So next time you're brushing your teeth with minty fresh paste, just be thankful you're not living in ancient Rome. It certainly gives a new meaning to the phrase pearly whites. This practice highlights their resourcefulness, using whatever they had available to solve everyday problems, even if it seems completely bizarre to us today. For our ninth fact, let's talk about the Vikings. We often picture them with huge horned helmets ready for battle. But here's the truth. There is absolutely no historical evidence that Vikings ever wore horned helmets. This iconic image was actually popularized by a 19th century costume designer for a Wagner opera. Real Viking helmets were much more practical, usually simple, dome-shaped caps made of iron or leather. The whole horned helmet idea was just a bit of theatrical flair that stuck. So the classic Viking costume everyone knows is more fantasy than fact. At number 8, we travel to the Middle Ages. Life was tough, and entertainment was creative. One popular form of justice and amusement was trial by combat, but it wasn't just for knights and soldiers. Animals could also be put on trial for crimes. There are historical records of pigs, rats, and even insects being formally charged, given a lawyer, and tried in a court of law. If found guilty, they faced a sentence which could be anything from exile to execution. It sounds like something out of a cartoon, but it was a very real part of the medieval legal system. Next up, at number 7, we have a fact about one of history's most famous conquerors, Napoleon Bonaparte. He's often depicted as being extremely short, giving rise to the term Napoleon complex. However, Napoleon was actually about 5 feet 7 inches tall, which was average height for a Frenchman of his time. The myth of his short stature likely originated from British propaganda that aimed to mock their powerful enemy. It was a classic case of a rumor spiraling out of control and literally rewriting history's perception of a person's physical appearance. At number 6, let's slice into a fact about food. Before the 19th century, ketchup was a very different condiment. It didn't even contain tomatoes. Original recipes for ketchup or catsup were based on things like mushrooms, walnuts, oysters, or anchovies. It was a savory, fishy sauce, more like Worcestershire sauce than the sweet tomato-based condiment we love today. Tomato ketchup only became popular in the mid-1800s in the United States. Imagine asking for mushroom ketchup for your fries. It's a reminder of how much our tastes and food have evolved over time. Halfway through our list, at number 5, is a fascinating tidbit about the Great Pyramids of Giza. We often lump them together with other figures from ancient history, but the timelines are staggering. The pyramids were built so long ago that Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, lived closer in time to the first moon landing than to the construction of the Great Pyramid. The pyramids were already ancient wonders, thousands of years old, even to the ancient Egyptians of Cleopatra's era. It really puts the immense scale of human history into perspective, doesn't it? For our fourth fact, let's talk about a fashion trend that was literally to die for. In the 19th century, a brilliant new shade of green called Scheele's green became incredibly popular for dresses, wallpaper, and even children's toys. The only problem? It was made with arsenic, a potent poison. Women who wore these vibrant green dresses often suffered from skin sores and other health issues, and people living in rooms with green wallpaper could get sick from the toxic fumes. It was a case of fashion over safety, with deadly consequences. Coming in at number 3 is a surprising fact about the Wild West. We've all seen the movies: dusty towns, constant shootouts, and cowboys dueling at high noon. The reality was far less dramatic. Many frontier towns had strict gun control laws, requiring visitors to check their firearms with the sheriff upon arrival. The iconic high noon duel was largely a myth, a dramatic invention for dime novels, and later, Hollywood films. While the West was certainly a rough place, it wasn't the lawless free-for-all that pop culture has led us to believe. Our runner-up fact, at number 2, takes us back to the time of mammoths. While we think of them as prehistoric creatures from the Ice Age, a small, isolated population of woolly mammoths survived on Wrangel Island in the Arctic Ocean until about 4,000 years ago. This means they were still around when the Great Pyramid of Giza was being completed and Stonehenge was being built. It's incredible to think that these magnificent Ice Age beasts were walking the earth at the same time that early human civilizations were beginning to flourish in other parts of the world. And finally, the number 1 most surprising fact about the past is about something we use every single day: computers. The very first computer bug was a literal bug. In 1947, operators of the Harvard Mark II computer were trying to figure out why it was malfunctioning. After a search, they found the culprit. A moth had gotten trapped in one of the machine's relays, causing a short circuit. They carefully removed the moth and taped it into their logbook with the note, "First actual case of bug being found." And that's how the term debugging your computer was born. And there you have it, 10 incredible facts that prove the past is full of surprises. From urine toothpaste to arsenic dresses and literal computer bugs, history is so much stranger and more fascinating than we often imagine. Which of these facts shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. We love reading your thoughts and reactions. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another one of our deep dives into the amazing world around us. We'll see you in the next video.